my name is Heidi Bostic and I'm an independent designer with Couture, and I love bringing you DIY projects that you too can create at home. Couture has an amazing product. We have reusable silk screen transfers that can be used over and over again. You can create mix and match, whatever your heart's desire, and it is so easy with zero creativity. So thank you for joining tonight and watching. If you're watching, let me know, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. I am in North Pole, Alaska. Current temperature -11. It's pretty cold. Hi Barbie. So tonight we're going to be using, today at work, this was a crazy day. Hi Jennifer. Yeah, last night it was hard. My kids were here and it was my daughter's 16th birthday, so we had cake and stuff. It was just kind of crazy. Today at work I started decorating the little trees, and I'm chalking some signs to go up on top. So this is one of the signs that I'm going to use. I'm using an old box frame, but what I did is I took the sander and I sanded the edges. And you can do that with the double-sided box frame. It's the same size if you want. Don't be afraid to sand it. And we're going to actually paint the background of this. I do want to show you something that I created this morning. I thought was super fun. Look at that. It's little... Hi Randa. I made this little ornament to hang on the tree. These are tongue depressors. I painted them red, and then I used the Falala transfer on here and in the bottom. And then this is the Warm Winter Wishes mini, I believe. No, this is actually from Falala too. The mittens on there. So super cute. This is our chalk chip. So, and I think I need a little bell here. I think that's what I'm going to put there. But how cute is that? I want to make a few more for my tree. So, thank you. I saw something and I was like, oh, we can do that. Actually, they just had the ski part, and then I was like, oh, let's add a chalk chip in there and they'll be perfect. And it's so sturdy. I just hot glued it all together, and that's how I knotted the thing on the back. And I probably could have flipped it so the knot was at the top. That probably would have been better. So with this, we're going to take some blue masking tape because I want the background of this to be red. I have at work today, and I'll take pictures so you guys can see. Hi Sheila. I have 3 big chalkboards that I'm going to do at work, and I used We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and I just did it in white. I'm doing it very simple, just because, number one, it's really hard to find time to do it, and my boss thinks that I have all the time in the world. But Heidi is a busy girl. Flower sales are busy, busy, busy. We've been having like deliveries every day. I am the floral manager at my local Safeway up in North Pole. And the address is for the store, and I love telling people this, is 301 North Santa Claus Lane. You can look it up. But it's just busy. My boss was up from Anchorage, and she helped me do some little trees today, and then we had an order, and then I had a small wedding for tomorrow, so I had to do that. Plus we had freight that came over the road and freight that come from the airplanes, and we had to process all that. And I only have one other person in my department, and we double up only 2 to 3 days a week. And then I went to the chiropractor. I had one of them deep tissue massages where I'll be really hurting tomorrow. I was having trouble with my back, and it's not fun, but it's getting there. Thank you, Sheila. I so appreciate the sprinkling. And those that don't know, sprinkling is sharing. If you're not a designer, you're more than welcome to share. Okay, so that's all you're going to do is we're going to line the inside of that with the tape. I know. Isn't it amazing how they just, he thinks I have all the time. Like next week, I'm working 5 days this week. I'll have Saturday off, and then I'm working another 5 days next week because of Thanksgiving. So my lives might get a little bit sporadic, but I'm gonna have a long weekend after Thanksgiving. And I don't think I'm going Black Friday shopping. I think I'm gonna stay home. I need a pin. Hi, Karen. I did drink a lot of water today, and I will. Thank you. I got dust in my throat from sanding this right before. So we're just gonna paint this red on here. We might have to do 2 coats because I don't want it to look pink. I want it to look really red. So what did you guys do today? Have you started Christmas shopping? Are you excited for Thanksgiving? I am. I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna fib. All the stores, Fred Meyer's, Walmart in our area will be closed on Thanksgiving. And of course, Safeway is going to be the only one open, so we might be very crazy busy. Yeah, I kind of noticed with Walmart, when I was in there, you know the Rubbermaid containers that you usually get on Black Friday? They were already out. Aw, that was good. I know, there's so many ideas for November. Oh no, that's not good. Well, that must have been a nice relaxing day, right, Alicia? You want to welcome Alicia to my team. She joined to be a designer. How are you liking all the prices in the back office being a designer? Isn't it amazing? She lives, Alicia has been one of my customers, and she lives down in Wasilla, which is about 300 miles south of where I'm at. She lives by Target and all them good stores. What else is down there? You have Dairy Queen, you have Dairy Queen and Arby's, and can't say that you have Sonic because we have Sonic now. I still haven't been to it because the line is always like so long. Seriously, the line at Sonic here in Fairbanks is 20-30 cars deep every time we go by it. It's just, apparently these Fairbanks people have never been to a Sonic. Okay, so I'm just kind of making sure that I don't have any, trying anyways to smooth this out, and then we'll dry it. I'm not doing such a good job with, we'll give it a dry. And her name is spelled the same way as my daughter. Well, I'll be working on Thanksgiving. I'm hoping sometimes, well, we know usually by Friday if my husband will be off. If not, we're going to have to have, hopefully one of the kids will cook for us. We have a turkey. We have a turkey that my daughter grew that we can have. We usually eat late. I only usually have to work like 6 to 2. Hi, Shelly. She stayed up late. Shelly is another one of my downline, and she lives over on the East Coast. She stays up really, really late. Someday I'm gonna get to meet you guys. I think that would be so fun. Okay, I'm gonna do a second coat of this red. See, I can go, if I go where Shelly is, I would get to see Jessica. Jessica's my upline. I would get to go see someone else named Charlene. I get to see Shelly. Be a lot of people I could meet if I went to New Jersey. Let's take a little side trip when I go to visit my mom and dad, or my dad. Oh, that's good. I might too. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. This is not cooperating. The sides are, I want it to be dark, dark. I might have to do one more coat. Just the middle looks pretty good. It's the ends. Okay, let's give this a dry. You're from Connecticut, right, Alicia? My home state is New Hampshire, and I'm from like Meredith. I was born actually in Laconia, but my parents live up around the Lakes region. And you're, oh goodness, Karen, it makes it too hard. I like to get up at 6. Today was a little bit early, but I went to bed really early too. I think I was in bed by 9:15 last night. And I slept so hard that I woke up at 1 in the morning and I'm like, oh, I slept good. Does your family ever come, Alicia, to visit you from Connecticut? Or, I mean, I don't know how, if you have close relatives back there. Okay, this is working good. I'm gonna have one more layer of red on this. Yikes. Who watches the baby for you? You have, oh, that sitter. But that, she had a son that was having surgery. Do you have to take her very far? I remember that when after I had my 2 boys, I worked at a bank in New Hampshire when they were born, and I ended up staying home and babysitting for them or babysitting other people's kids. That's what I did for an extra money. And then once we moved, they got a little bit older, I was able to go, I took care of an elderly couple. I would go and do their cooking and their cleaning and go shopping for them. That was so fun. They lived really close. If you're a sewer, they live near Keepsake Quilting, and they've now closed that location. They only do online. The only one that visited was my mom, and now she's moved here with us. Oh, that's good though. So when I was 16, my mom sent me here to live with my dad, or to stay for the summer. I was just coming. I came May 12th, my 9th grade, my freshman year of high school, and they only had 2 weeks of school. My dad put me in school for 2 weeks that I was here. I stayed, got a summer job, and by the end of the summer, I liked it, and I didn't want to go home, so I stayed. I'd never lived with my dad. I hadn't lived with my dad since I was little, like 1 or 2. And then, because I think my parents split when I was like 4 or 5. So, I stayed. I went to high school in my junior, I think it was my junior, before my junior year, I met my husband. We met that summer, and then the next year, we really didn't date. He would call all the time. It's quite hilarious. He would call all the time, and I'd say, "I'm not here. Tell him I'm not here." And my stepmom would be like, "Here's Heidi." And I'd be like, I just thought I couldn't believe that my parents liked him and I liked this other guy. They were like, the other guy was 3 years older, but he was 5 years older, and they were okay with him who's 5 years older, but yet they were not okay with the guy who's 3 years older. And they kept saying, "He's too old." And I was like, what's the difference? And the first time my husband kissed me, I pushed him off the stairs. So we met each other. Very first day that we actually saw each other, met each other, was in this living room. I came with his brother and his girlfriend. His girlfriend was my best friend. And I met in this living room. And then we went, I didn't really, there for a little while. That was the 4th of July, and our very first son was born on the 4th, our first child was born on the 4th of July. Then, a couple months later, she'd go, "Can you come take us?" She'd ask Walter to come take her to the fair, and she'd go, "Come on, Heidi," take me with her. So he'd show up every day at work, put my bike in the back of his truck, take me to the fair. So we saw each other for a couple weeks, and I went back to seeing another guy. And we really weren't dating. We were just friends. And then the next, like, gosh, it was like all school year. He would just call periodically, come see me, and then by May we started seeing each other again. By July we were engaged, and we were married at the end of October. I was a senior in high school when we got married. We didn't have our first son until 3 years later. Okay, I'm just making sure this is dry because I don't want the paint to peel up on this. Sorry that's taken so long, but isn't that pretty? And we moved back after we were here. We got married here, and about 2 years after we got married, we moved back to the East Coast. We were there for 5 years, and when we came back here, it was because my husband's dad was sick. And we came, and then I want to say within a year, his dad passed away. And then we just lived right next door. We lived right next door to my mother-in-law, right over, like the yard over, and we just stayed here to take care of her. And she's now passed on, and we were buying the family home. They lived in this home for a lot of years. And my husband is originally from the East Coast, too. He was born in Massachusetts. He's just here because of the military. Let me grab a piece of paper towel. My dad actually used to live in Wasilla. He moved up here to work on the pipeline. And then after Walter and I moved back east, him and Helen came and then moved back, and they've been back there ever since. They have not been back up here. They hope to come up next summer. They were hoping to come up this summer, but because of COVID and all my dad's been through. And I think at some point, I hope that we'll be able to move back east. I miss family. I miss my family. Okay, so when we put the wax on here, hi Brandy, hi Judy. Ooh, it's a couple new people. Tell me where you're watching from. I love to know where everybody's watching from. Okay, so when I put wax on, I like to heat it up. It kind of smooths it out. And then do a buff. So I always like to tell people I'm in North Pole, Alaska. I live in the coolest place ever, except when it's 40 below. Right? So this is going to be a super simple design. Again, I'm making these for work, and I just thought, how fun would that just be on there in white? So all you have to do, now that you've waxed it, we just took a little bit of time. You don't even necessarily have to paint your surface. You can do it right on, you know, do it in a color on your white background. But we're gonna do this, and guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn the camera. Let me do that for you guys so you can read this. Is that better? There you go. I didn't hit it hard enough. So, I've already used this transfer more than once, which is the purpose of these transfers. They're super easy to use. I'm going to lightly smooth this out, and we're going to use our white chalk paste. We're just gonna, and I stirred this just a little while ago, so I'm not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna pick up our white chalk paste and just kind of drag it right along the bottom of this. Wherever you can see the letters, the chalk paste just needs to be pushed through the screen right there. And just make sure you even out your lines. I'm going to coat all these and then start peeling this up here because I don't want my chalk paste to dry in the screen. Oh goodness. And it dries pretty quick because I have my wood stove going. So and literally just like that. And then all I have to do is take this transfer to the sink, wash it with water, and wash the back side, lay it like this, sticky side up on a towel, wipe the back side with a paper towel, let it dry, and then it's ready for the next use. And you can use them sometimes 10 to 12 times, sometimes even more if you're super careful. But look at how easy. Let me hold this up. Let me show you. Just take a wet wipe, or you can take them to your sink and wash them off. And that's ready to reuse. Close up your paste. You barely used any paste. And there is your sign. That's super pretty. I think it'll be fun up on top of the coolers. I can't wait to put it all together. This is a box frame. I did use the old box frame, Karen. I think I only had one left in my inventory, so I just used that one. But I think you could use the double box frame and definitely just, you know, do the same thing. Paint the white, either the white background or the brown background. So I really want to do another one black, and then I'm in chalk on it. I'm trying to do real simple because the trees are really colorful. I kind of did a rustic buffalo plaid trees with gold and poinsettias and stuff like that to put on top of the coolers at work. So I get to put, hopefully I'll have time tomorrow. I have a lot. I have so much to do. Anybody want to come help me tomorrow? Fly on up. I can put you to work. I can put you to work. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to sign up to be a designer or a hobbyist, it is $99. You get a $240 kit of products. I definitely will tomorrow. Yep, and all I did is sand it, and you can do the same thing with the other ones. If you want to sign up to be a designer, it's $99, $20 a month. You get an exclusive transfer every month. The minimums are like $100 for every 3 months. So easy to achieve. So if you'd like some more information on the opportunity group or opportunity, let me know. We have a little 20-minute, 30-minute video that you can watch. Club Couture is amazing. Amazing. This month was the deer, and it says Season's Greetings, and it has a greenery thing. Club Couture is $20 a month. You get a transfer and 3 sample paste, and you get to create something each month. Next month's is super cute too. I really like it, and I can't wait for that one. And you only have to subscribe for 3 months for that. So try it out, see if you like it. It's free shipping to you. You get a discount on your shipping of any orders that you want. So if you want more information about Club, let me know. And I think that's it for tonight. So hopefully I will be back tomorrow night. I have meetings tomorrow night, so I'm not quite sure, but if not, I'll post a video for you. And we will see you again really, really soon. Thank you all for watching. You have a great night. Bye.